I have been playing fighting games my entire life, but that doesn't mean that I have played every single fighting game throughout my entire life. In this video, I'm going to be discussing that it's all right to skip a fighting game or two and really just focus on the one that you're enjoying. What I've noticed within the FGC in general is that we have a very big case of FOMO, fear of missing out. Some of you don't know what FOMO is. And that's because I believe FGC Twitter is a lot of complaining. Realistically, I mean, hell, even I do it every now and then. I really hate throw loops in Street Fighter 6, but I do love Street Fighter 6 as a game. But within the few coming months, there's going to be multiple fighting games coming out. The three off the top of my head are 2XKO sometime this year, Fatal Fury, Hunter x Hunter, the Nen Impact, I believe it's called. Then you got like Virtual Fighter. You know, Tekken 8 came out, not too long ago, and I never really played a Tekken game. But I know that within the FGC, what happens is when a new fighting game comes out, every single community from other fighting games then come to that fighting game, which then can leave that game in a worse state for the people who enjoy it. So the first one that I want to talk about is this one right here. Obviously, we all know it, 2XKO. So 2XKO is a very interesting one because personally, I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. I was never big in Marvel vs. Capcom. Growing up, I was more of an NRS kid, so I kind of skipped the huge Capcom era of fighting games. Unfortunately, I missed out on Third Strike and, MVC 2, 3, Street Fighter 4. Right? I'm really late to the Capcom. Right? I'm not like a Capcom fanboy. But, Street Fighter 6 coming out, it made me pick up Street Fighter 5, which then made me play Street Fighter 6. So 2XKO, this is a completely different game. This is an original fighting game, which means there's no, how do you say it, legacy fans, right? People who play Street Fighter 4 probably play Street Fighter 5. People who play Street Fighter 5 probably play Street Fighter 6. Same go with Tekken, right? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who play 2XKO because it's free. And because of that, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who don't like the game because it's different, right? And this game, 2XKO, seems like you're going to have to put in a lot of time, have to learn a lot of matchups. There's a lot of grimy stuff, especially with this guy right here that you have to, train that maybe other fighting games like don't let you. And if you don't play 2XKO or if you don't like 2XKO, that's fine, right? You can completely skip it. A fighting game that I don't necessarily regret skipping, but I've never really had the urge to play, but maybe if I played it in the early days, maybe I would have liked it, is Grand Blue Fantasy, right? And now Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. I see Grand Blue Fantasy Rising, and I'm like, oh, okay, this game, looks kind of cool. But then I go on, FGC Twitter, and it's just, 66L, this character's broken, Avatar Belial's kind of shitty, and I'm like, damn, I really, don't want to play a game where I gotta learn all the matchups and mechanics, and the mechanics are already annoying for veteran players, so it's probably be annoying for rookie players, right? So I just kept Grand Blue Fantasy Versus as my esports fighting game, and what that means, and I highly recommend it, and this might be revolutionary, is choose a fighting game that you enjoy watching over playing. So when I'm watching Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, I have no idea what's happening. I don't know the frame data. I don't know the proper punishes. I don't know none of that. So I can really just be a casual. So when I play 2XKO, right, there's going to be a part of me of if Echo wins, oh, of course Echo won. He's top tier. Of course Echo won. Oh, JP's broken, $1 million character. But if you have no idea what's happening in Street Fighter 6, you might be watching it and be like, oh, this character's doing cool, little fires from the floor. Oh, yay, Kakaru won. And then you move on with life, right? You're not really that invested. I think I'm going to do that with Fatal Fury. I don't think I'm going to play Fatal Fury. I think I'm going to skip it. I'm going to focus on Street Fighter 6, skip Fatal Fury, and then when 2XKO comes out, drop Street Fighter 6 and play 2XKO. Personally, also, I don't like maining multiple fighting games. That's just a me thing. I know some godlike players out there can play 4 different games and do really well. Me, I like playing one game. I like making my content about one game. That's just, I'm a very tunnel vision kind of guy, right? And I don't want to swap Street Fighter 6 for Fatal Fury because Fatal Fury is his own thing. right? It's his own mechanics. It's his own neutral, the SPG stuff, its own combo structure. Like, I really do like Street Fighter 6. So I'm like, I'm just going to believe that they're going to take out throw loops in Season 3 and give edit overhead. But then when 2XKO comes out, I think this is going to be like my next main fighting game, right? And once again, like, since we're already on the topic of Fatal Fury, let me pull that up for you right quick. Is it this one? It is this one. Do it all live. Yeah, Fatal Fury, right? All these characters look pretty cool, right? You got Terry and Son over here. You have a lot of cool characters, and once again, I don't think the game is bad by any means. I really don't think Fatal Fury is a bad game. I had fun during the beta with Preacher, even though Preacher's like not a character I like because I don't like Rekka characters. I had a lot of fun with Preacher. The neutral seems fun, but I don't know. I feel like it's fun to play casually, but it's not fun for me to like grind wank with, or in the sense of like producing content around it. Like, I will just be happy to watch this at Evo, see somebody win, and be like, damn, that shit's pretty sick. Look at the DLC trailer, be like, whoa, it's a character that I actually maybe recognize from a past, Panda Gaming combo trial video. But right, Fatal Fury, there's nothing wrong with the game. I'm just gonna let it do its own thing. I'm gonna step away from Fatal Fury, let the community, the people who love KOF and City of the Wolves, love their game. Because I'm not playing it, that doesn't mean it's a bad game. And I think that's what it comes down to. I know a lot of people hate on MK1. Me, like I said, I grew up on NRS, and MK1 isn't for me. I really just don't like any of the characters. Not necessarily I love Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Smoke and all these guys, but I just don't like the way they play in MK1. I like the way Smoke played in MK9. I like the way Triborg Smoke played in MKX. I like the way Takeda played in MKX versus MK1. But that doesn't mean like I hate MK1. I'm just like, okay, this game is not for me. I liked MK9. I liked MKX. I decently liked MK11. And, I'm not really a fan of MK1. Maybe if they make MK2, I'll like it. I liked Injustice 2 a lot. I didn't like, so that's the thing, right? I didn't like Injustice 1. I really liked Injustice 2. Maybe I'll really like Injustice 3. The same goes with City of the Wolves. I didn't play the original one, and I haven't ever played a KOF game. So none of these characters, somebody, when this guy showed up, I don't even know this guy's name. This guy right here. When this guy showed up, people were happy that he showed up. I don't have a connection with any of these characters, but they're fun to look at, right? So I think it's just very important to understand that, like, hey, new fighting games are coming out. If you don't feel like playing them and you want to play your fighting game, Uni, Strive, what else is Melty Blood, right? A lot of these other fighting games I feel like don't have like the biggest following, but you generally enjoy them. You don't need to hop on the new game all the time. You can choose which one. Like, you can really just choose. Like, if you're gonna be like me and skip Fatal Fury but then come back for 2XKO, hey man, like that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I feel like playing every single fighting game is like bad these days, because every single fighting game is different, and if you have a preconceived notion on how a fighting game should play, like, that's gonna screw you. The same goes with this game right here, right? I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm probably not gonna play it in Impact. The gameplay, the gameplay doesn't hit a spot for me. I don't know, like, how, like, I think if you play MVC3, it would hit a spot, but because my best tag fighter I personally played is Dragon Ball FighterZ, that's what I like. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been a fan of like the 17 OTGs into a combo. I know that's a big like MVC3 thing, and like MVCI thing is, the person's on the floor, hit them back up, combo. They're on the floor, hit them back up, combo. Like, I don't know. I just don't like that structure of combos. The same, I think that was the very same thing in like Power Rangers Power of the Grid. Like, I don't know, something about like multiple OTGs in one combo just like pisses me off, and that's just a me thing. But that doesn't mean like I hate MVC3 or Power Rangers Power of the Grid or even Nen Impact, because I'm probably gonna watch them, right? And once again, this could be another like, whoa, dude, Gon's doing a sick fucking combo, right? and that's about it. And I'm gonna move on. People are gonna go on Twitter, bitch that fucking, fuck, dude. I watched the anime. Why am I so bad? Hisoka. Yeah, Hisoka. Like, oh, dude, Hisoka's fucking busted. They need to fucking change this. They need to change that. They need to change this. And I'm like, I'm not in that drama. I don't give a fuck if they change anything. I'm just watching it as a spectator. And I think that's more what it comes down into, right? I really invested my time in Street Fighter 6. So when people complain about things that need to be changed, and even I complain about things that need to be changed, right? I don't need to do that for 4 other fighting games. Because, you know, I feel like that's just unhealthy. That's why I only like to play one at a time. One at a time. I'll bitch and play about one game. But if I bitch and complain about multiple games, at that point, like, why the fuck am I playing any of them? Like, I should really just be playing a game I enjoy. But tell me what you think down below. What fighting games are you going to be playing? I mean, if you're going to play them all, hey, man, to each their own. You know, it doesn't affect my life. But thank you very much for listening to me rant. I love videos like this where I can just yap to you guys. Take it easy, everybody. And I'll see y'all again next time. See ya.